John Janicek with Brazos Valley Equine Hospitals, and today I was asked to talk a little bit about the heat in Texas during the summer months, June, July, August. Typically, it ranges anywhere from 95 to 105 degrees, and then depending on what part of Texas you are, the humidity could be anywhere from 80 to 100%, making it a bit unbearable for yourself, but also for your horses. So when you do go to a show in this type of environment, whether it's in Texas or anywhere along the Gulf Coast region, it's important that you keep in mind your horse's hydration status and their comfort level as well, not just yours. So the simple things that you can do is make sure the horses do have water. I would recommend changing their water buckets 2 or 3 times a day, so it is somewhat cool water. Just like you don't want to be drinking warm water. The horse would rather drink cool water as well. In the in the stall, it's important to have fans, 1 or 2 fans down on your horse, not just shooting across the stall, but where your horse will be standing, so they are getting adequate, for multiple reasons. 1, for adequate airflow, for respiratory conditions, but also secondly to help keep them cool. Other things you can do is hang misters in the stall as well. So those 3 things are pretty simple things to do. It's not a bad idea to get them out of the stall periodically and just let them walk around, give them baths with cool water once or twice a day. It would be helpful as well. One thing people always ask about is the use of electrolytes. I think electrolytes in that type of hot conditions or weather conditions is very good. But one thing I would avoid doing is putting electrolytes in a water bucket. Oftentimes horses don't want to drink water with electrolytes in them, so what we would typically recommend in that scenario where a horse doesn't electrolytes is to give them a paced electrolyte once or twice a day, and then provide them with cool water throughout the day. So some questions also that come up are, what are some clinical signs that a horse may be getting hot or not drinking? The easiest thing is to use a water bucket. You can gauge how much they're drinking or not drinking throughout the course of the day. But one of the things that a horse will do, you also try to monitor how much they're urinating. That's a little bit difficult at times, but you can just take a look at the shavings to see how much puddles or how wet the shavings are within the stall. Other things is that as the horse's body temperature or core temperature starts going up, that they'll start panting, trying to cool off. Most horses will sweat, but occasionally you get into that condition where you have a horse that is anhydrotic or just does not sweat. So in that situation, horses will their respiration rate will go up quite high. So in that scenario, oftentimes we can use, you can give them baths and using misters as well in those scenarios. It's difficult for us to determine if a horse is having a heat stroke, but things we can look for is that, we can take the rectal temperature of a horse. So if you do think your horse is becoming excessively hot or having a hard time cooling off, I would recommend calling your veterinarian. Other things that a veterinarian could potentially do would be the use of IV fluids to help us restore some volume and help cool the horse off as well. We can cool the fluids down. We can also cool fluids down in ice and run them through an IV catheter as well.